Over on TikTok, a man named Marshall posted a video to his account in which he says that he just got back inside from helping his daughter board the school bus in the morning, when he entered his house and heard some strange noises coming from somewhere inside, despite the fact that he's supposed to be home alone. Almost as soon as he says this, the noise in question can be heard pretty well, which is coming from the basement stairs. Have a listen and see what you think about the eerie noise.
I was putting my daughter on the bus, and I came in, nobody else is here, and I'm hearing something on our basement stair. Right there. I'm gonna check it out. Stop. Hello?
As you just heard, there is obviously someone or something inside of Marshall's house that's causing the sounds to be made. But as for what exactly, nobody's really sure, which is quite creepy to say the least. In a second video that was posted, Marshall can be seen reacting to the sounds that are coming from the basement stairway once again, but this time something rather interesting happens.
Of course it stops as soon as I'm here. Hello? Hello?
As soon as Marshall gets near the basement door, the knocking noises immediately stop, almost as if whoever or whatever is making the noise knows that Marshall is nearby and doesn't want to get caught. Marshall also mentioned in the description of one of his videos that he lives near an old cemetery and believes that maybe the house is haunted by one of the deceased, which is certainly a good theory. What do you guys think is going on inside of Marshall's basement? Do you think there's some kind of unwanted visitor inside, or is this the work of a clever supernatural entity? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. The following video was uploaded to the High Strangeness subreddit by a user known as 87 Lucas Oliveira and was filmed on a farm in El Salvador on February 6th, 2025. The footage in question shows the property being filmed at night while a pack of dogs can be seen and heard barking at something in the distance that they clearly aren't too happy with. But what are they barking at? We're about to find out. A bizarre humanoid-looking shadow or transparent apparition can be seen at the back of the property moving from left to right. As for what exactly this creepy entity is, nobody knows for sure. To this day, this case hasn't been solved. What do you guys think this entity is? Do you think it's something sinister, or do you think this might just be something totally harmless? Let me know in the comments. In February of 2025, a man named Michael J. Beck has uploaded a video to his TikTok account which sees him wandering around an abandoned building to see if there's anything of interest inside. The video, which was filmed in Nashville, sees Michael wandering around the building for a couple of seconds, unable to find anything, except he says he may be hearing voices. Just as soon as he says this, he finds himself even more terrified than he was just seconds before.
Yeah, I'm at this abandoned prison in Nashville, and I've been hearing voices, and I'm not sure if it's real or not. Oh my god.
Instantly, the door that's directly in front of him can be seen closing slowly, while an ominous shadowy entity with piercing glowing eyes stares at him from behind the door. Unfortunately, the video ends just a couple of seconds after this creature makes an appearance, so it's unclear exactly what happened next. There's also not a lot of context provided with this video, so it's not clear why exactly Michael was in this particular abandoned building. Is it possible that he heard stories of this place and wanted to see if the rumors were true? Also, the obvious question: what in the world was this creature with the glowing eyes? Did it have any ill intent? These are questions that we will most likely never get the answer to. Over on the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, a user by the name of CRYPTOPIA shared a bizarre video just a few days ago that's gotten a lot of people talking and theorizing. The uploader explains that he and his girlfriend put up cameras in their new home workshop the night before and started recording footage when they captured something that took them both off guard. Out of nowhere, a mysterious dark shadow can be seen flying past inside of the uploader's living room. He says the footage was filmed at 4:31 AM and clarifies that the windows were covered. He also says that he has no clue as to what was captured on the footage and is hoping that anyone online will have a theory that'll make sense. Because this video is so new, there haven't been any concrete answers given to CRYPTOPIA. But we can only hope that this mystery gets solved soon, so he can go back to living his life in peace, unafraid of whatever this strange thing is. Over on TikTok, a user known as CRYPTOPIA posted a video to his account in which himself and a friend are shown playing some video games late at night, simply trying to enjoy the evening together. The two can be seen smiling and having fun, but in just a couple of seconds, those smiles are going to noticeably disappear and be replaced with a look of pure worry and concern. Watch this part at around the 18-second mark.
Oh, hijo, dale. Cierra la puerta, no la puerta.
Out of nowhere, the door opens all by itself, something that the one guy notices and is visibly freaked out by. However, the guy is able to brush it off after a few seconds and continues playing the game with his friend. At around the 1 minute mark, the guys stand up and it's here in which things once again get spooky. As you can see, one of the chairs in the room randomly moves all by itself, much to the horror of the two friends. The two stand there in complete shock for a few seconds before the video eventually ends. What would you guys do if you were to find yourself in a situation like this one? I think it's safe to say that we would all probably freak out and want to get out of that house as soon as possible. The first video we'll be taking a look at comes to us from the popular Paranormal Encounters subreddit and was posted by a user known as @lead. The uploader explains that at the time this video was filmed, 8 years ago, they were working as a rehab nurse and they had the night shift. One of the patients sadly passed away and they prepared her body for the family to come visit and the mortuary to take her away. @lead says that the hall was mostly empty and there was nobody at all near their room. They also explained that it was the middle of the night and so there wouldn't be any TVs being turned on that late. This is why what happened next was so shocking to the uploader. Watch this. As you just saw and heard, some really strange voices are seemingly coming from the phone. In the words of the uploader, quote, "The dead woman's call light turns on. I go down there and shut it off. It was hanging on the wall, nowhere near the body. I go back to my station. The light turns on again. This time, I answer it on the phone just so it will turn off without me having to go down there. That's when the speaker turns on and I hear this in her room. Can anyone make out the words?" End quote. Some people in the comments have pointed out that they could hear the words birthday and daughter, but there isn't much else that people have been able to decipher, sadly. What do you guys make of this highly unsettling video? Do you think there's someone trying to contact this rehab nurse from the dead? And if so, what else are they saying on the phone? Be sure to let me know your thoughts down below.